Good morning, everyone. Students, do you remember the features of business? Well, one of the feature which we have studied, that is risk. Uh, can you imagine any economic activity which is not having the risk? Is that considered as a business? I think no, we can't call it a business because this is one of the inherent part of the business. Fine. One of the important feature of the business, कि risk element should be there. Then we call it a business. And this risk can be at any time in the business. Even this starts before production and it exists after sales even. There can be many type of risk, students. At any time this can arise. When your goods are ready to sell and the taste of your customer changes suddenly due to release of a new movie, so that's a big risk for you. Where will you sell out your stock? Okay, now if any other competitor has entered in the market, he's selling the same kind of product, so that's a risk for you, and you have to compromise in the prices and at certain other places. And if your workers have gone on the strike, certain other problems has taken place, some natural calamities, the earthquake has come, your fire has broke out in the concern, so these all are risk, kind of the risk. So students, one business can have many type of risks, so we have divided this risk in the different parts. Okay, but before studying those one, let's talk about the type of business risk. We have two type of business risk. One is speculative risk and another one is pure risk. Now speculative risk tells that this involves possibility of the profit as well as the loss. I mean, both the things can be there. Okay, like they arise due to changes in the market condition, uh, like fluctuations to demand and supply. Demand and supply changes in the price, fashion, so on. So if it is favorable to your product, so that provides you the profits, and if it is against your product, so you will bear the losses. So there can be both the things can take place in the business, either profit or loss, speculative business. Okay, but pure risk tells there will be either not profit, either there will be loss or no loss. Like if fire breaks out, fine, so what will be there? If fire breaks out, there will be loss. And if fire doesn't break out, will there be profit? No, there won't be any profit. Only the normal situation will be there. You are not going to get anything. So if fire breaks out, there will be loss, otherwise no loss is there, right? And one another example we can say, strikes take place, any thief come in your shop, so if this accident happens, then there will be loss in the business. And if this doesn't happen, this will be the normal course of your business, you're not going to receive the profits. All right, so pure risk is that one, either there will be loss or no loss, and speculative risk is that one where we can have the profits as well as losses, right? Now, nature of business risk. What kind of the business risk? Like risk is an essential part of your business. This we have done already. Okay, like business risk can be minimized, but it can't be eliminated completely. Risk always persists in the business. You can always try to minimize that. You do certain activities, you do efforts to minimize that, but completely you can't eliminate that. Okay, next one is your business risk arises due to uncertainty. Students, we know that future is uncertain, we don't know what is going to happen tomorrow, so the things like your risk depends upon the future. If future is favorable, then fine, you are not going to bear any kind of loss. And if it is not favorable to you, certain problems are taking place, natural calamities are there, technology has changed, your product has been obsolete, there is no demand, fashion change, so and so that provides you the losses. So these all things takes place due to uncertainty. Next one is your degree of risk depend upon the nature and size of the business. Degree of risk means how much loss you are going to bear, less or more, that depends upon the nature. Some businesses are having very risky kind of so there'll be more risk. and if its nature is cool, so there won't be more loss. Okay, and if the size of business is large, definitely will have more risk, and if the size is small, so less risk will be there. Okay, next nature is profit is the reward for bearing the risk. Students, why one is ready to bear the risk? I give you one example. Uh, there is a fire breakout somewhere, and one has given the challenge: if you cross this fire, I'll give you $1 million. Fine. So I'm asking, is there somebody who will cross the fire unnecessarily? You have you have announced a reward. If you cross this fire, you will be rewarded with $1 million. So somebody will try. Why to try? Because he wants that reward. Okay, and same situation is in the business is having risk. So why one is ready to bear the risk? The point is very clear. One wants the profit, because beyond the risk we have a profit. Fine. So one wants to have that profit which is beyond the risk. Okay, so profit is the reward for bearing the risk. Well, now we have the causes of business risk. What are the reasons? Detailed study we are doing. First one is natural causes. We know so many natural causes are there. Floods are there, famines are there, earthquake, fire breaks out, and the death of your important employee, which is having all the knowledge of your business. I mean, these kind of things takes place. So these are the natural causes of the business risk. They have divided all kind of these natural causes in the different categories. One is telling geological changes, as earthquake take place. So this is in the category of geological changes. Nature, this is risk for the business. Seasonal changes, agriculture and industry, they are very much affected by the seasons. Well, in the season, harvesting season is there, but if the the heavy rain comes, flood comes, so this destroys your harvesting season completely. So that's a great problem for you. Other natural calamities can be there. Students, very live example is a pandemic, right, which we are facing these days. That is, here they have given epidemics, and I'm talking about the pandemic. Do you know the difference between epidemic and pandemic? Epidemic, which is concerned to the limited area in a country or region, but when this takes place throughout the country or throughout the world, so that converts into pandemic. Okay, the live example you can see these days. So this is also one of the natural calamity, and which is affecting your Indian economy, or you can say the world economy, very badly. Okay, they have taken certain other example. Pollution of the atmosphere, lightning are uncertain natural calamities. Fine. So these were the natural causes. Now we'll talk about the human causes. Even human being also proves himself as your enemy sometime for the business, especially dishonesty of employees or the customers. Sometime your own employees, they ditch you, they commit some embezzlement are done by them, they are misappropriating the thing, some frauds they are committing in the business. So this loss is due to dishonesty of your employees. And customers also commit sometime. Your debtors, they turn to bad, they don't pay you money back. Human factors, riots takes place, strikes are there, tool downs, lockouts are there. So these kind of problems takes place when the riots are there. So that also brings a cause of loss to your business. Now, strikes and lockouts. Students, what is the difference between strikes and lockouts? Strikes are done through the laborer side, right? When they don't turn on the work, that is called strike. And when the factory is closed by the owner, by the management, that is called lockout. In both the situation, production is not taking place, so that's a big loss for the business. Fine. Next, we have risk of carelessness. Carelessness of the employee sometimes proved very heavy risk. Like smokers, they smoke and they threw it somewhere, so that burns to ashes. Your whole factory, whole goods burn to ashes. So that also a cause of big risk, and that's due to carelessness of your employee. So these all were the human causes which we have discussed here. Now some economic causes they have given. Economic changes which is taking place in the economy, change in prices. Suddenly the prices has changed, right? You have purchased any item at rupees 10. Now the overall prices has been changed to 8 rupees. That's a heavy loss to you, because your cost, you have purchased it at 10 rupees, now you have to sell it at 8 rupees, so you will be in the loss. Okay. Change in demand. Now there is no demand of the item which is in stock with you. You have stored some stock with you, now there is no demand of that item, loss is there. Now providing facilities to consumers. Okay. Every trader wants to sell their goods to in those area where he can realize the higher prices, but maybe some other trader is also persisting in that area, and you can't do your business well in that area because somebody is already existing, you don't have any space, and no other customers. Fine, so that's a risk to you. Next is your effect of competition. Well, that brings a big loss for the businessman sometime. When the cutthroat competition is going on in the market, you have to reduce the prices sometime beyond your cost. So that is automatically loss to you. Deterioration in the quality. Either you reduce the prices or you deteriorate the quality. In both the cases, ultimately you have to suffer the loss. Or you reduce the price to some extent, or maybe you have to offer certain attractive gifts and certain attractive packing you have to provide, so that also increase your extra expenses. And next one is your government policy. Sometimes the policy of the government is also against your business, so that also becomes a cause for the risk. So it's telling change in the political system affects the business. Suppose today you hold an export trade and they just ban on that particular item, there won't be there will be a ban on that particular item which you are dealing in, so that will be a loss to you. So you have brought the loss due to the government policy. Certain other causes which we have discussed somehow. Technical changes. If technical changes takes place, now your item will be outdated because the new technology has come in the market, and the production which will be done by rest of the people, that will be the latest one, that is having more features and better product at the reasonable prices. Okay. Next one is natural factor, which we have discussed just before. And next one is mechanical defects. While doing the work, your machinery breaks down. You are progressive on your work, you have started doing your work, production is going on, and your machinery breaks down, any part of the machinery breaks down, so suddenly you have to stop the production, and that leads to the risk and loss. So students, here we have completed the nature of business risk and causes of the business risk, which is very easy. Just go through it properly. I don't think any doubt will be there or any problem. If it is there, so you can discuss with me. Thank you so much.